what's coming through is that you have a very unique energy and you're not for everyone. Actually, a lot of people do not like you or did not like you in the past. I'm getting the envy card. So maybe you had a way of being a mirror of some sort to people and they were envious of something. Might not even be your physical appearance because you're unique in a different way. It might be a reflection of your inner light and what just kind of emanates from you. Let me ask more questions about the past. I'm going to pull from the Kipper deck. So, what is this envy card? What quieted your voice? Okay. You maybe have got expected income coming in. You received something in the past and maybe it created envy. People do not like you. They feel like you're lucky in some way, that you were lucky. Even though I don't get that feeling, because with the garden and the gate, this is like your younger child self, and I feel like you were often left behind. You were often out of reach or didn't belong. You were but you were in your own little garden. So I feel like this gate kept you away from certain experiences from people. Maybe some sort of exile or there was conflict in your environment with the Five of Wands. And so somehow along the lines you received something, or maybe you already had it, but I'm getting with this unexpected income that you actually received something extra. So you always had this inner garden and this inner light with the garden at the gate, but you somehow didn't belong. And I don't know that you were necessarily the recipient of envy in full-blown force then. I think your light was envied, but you also received something, income. What else? What else quieted your voice? Because this is about you reclaiming parts of yourself that have been quieted. What else? What else is what quieted your voice? A wealthy man. Okay. A wealthy man. Somebody who was in a position of authority and power over you. Maybe financially, maybe they knew more, maybe they were older. Courthouse. Somebody who you had court dealings with. Somebody who represented authority. Somebody you got divorced from. Somebody that you had some legal issue with. Somebody who wanted to marry you. Somebody who maybe you were involved in some sort of legal thing somehow. Maybe when you were young even. And I'm also getting a privileged lady. So people in authority or somehow power over you financially, they had more than you. You were maybe a child kept out in some way. They had authority over you and they quieted your voice. How did they quiet your voice? I'm going to pull another. How did the wealthy man and the privileged lady quiet your voice? Could be like even step-parent dynamics. Financial constraints. They withheld money from you. And that is why they're envious, because you got unexpected income. You know, nobody raises their reputation by lowering someone else's. So even if you are out to get someone and you do not like them, you are envious of them, you think they should be brought down a notch in their own mind, you actually, the person who's trying to ruin someone else's reputation actually ends up looking bad You look like an envious person. You look like the wicked stepmother. You look like it. Or somebody who is actually just mean, and you have walked away. You have walked away from this energy. Well, good job, because it sounds like somebody was out to get you. They did not want you happy and thriving. But as a result, you have learned to hold back your voice. You've learned to, I think you've gone inside for a while in some way. Maybe you're still out and about and doing things, but you like have kind of retreated your energy inward a little bit. And that has helped you at least become familiar with your own opinion and what you think. You have faced your karma. You've faced your shadow side. And you've learned what your thoughts are. You've learned and you've gone on your own direction, and you have balanced with the Temperance card. You have balanced out energies. And so you have a voice, though, that is wanting to come out. I'm also hearing shine your own way. Shine your own way. Be yourself. Be yourself. You know yourself now. More and more and more. I think we're always discovering ourselves, but you know who you are now. But it's about expressing who you are more and more. That's funny, because this is the same reason I kind of started this YouTube channel. So maybe this is partially a message for me too. I quieted my voice. I'm relating actually to some of these energies. But I have this heart that keeps expanding. Like, just like you, I'm picking up on somebody specific. This may or may not resonate. If it doesn't resonate, then maybe eventually it will. But you kind of kept your heart open, even with these envious people, these people who were haters. They didn't like you. You kept your heart open and you went inside, you went internal, and you balanced out energies with the Temperance card. And you have learned to understand yourself, and you share your opinions in a very private way. Like, your circle might be really small, and you've learned to share your opinions in a private way, and Spirit is asking you to let it out. Let it out. I'm going to pull, there we go. I need my Witch's Tarot. My Witch's Tarot. Shine your own way. Shining, because you know who you are. I think you've come to terms with yourself, but shining and letting your light out in however quirky way it is, however weird, however envious people are, and they can try to find their reasons why they don't like you and why you're bad and all of that, but they're just haters. You have the Fool energy. You're innocent no matter what. Even though you've had hard things happen, you are innocent. You keep trusting and taking the next leap and moving forward in your life, and you never were held back. But now it's time to, let it out and take a leap in a new way, and that is sharing your voice. It's sharing your voice. It's singing. It's singing your unique song. It's singing your unique note in the frequency of the world. Everyone is unique in their own way, and we're not meant to be like everyone else. That's why we're never in competition with anyone, because no one is exactly like you. No one shares the energy that you share, and says things in the way that you say them, and exudes the same energy. It may not be perfect what you say, and your opinions that you share, and the light that you share, and what you do, it might not be perfect, but we're not here to be perfect. We're here to experience life, and we're here to be ourselves, and come what may. We learn from these experiences, and we give other people a chance to learn. So with the imprisonment card, this is what you were imprisoned, and you were left out. You were kept out of abundance in some way, some sort of support. You were kept out of and cast in prison in maybe people's minds. Yeah, that is keeps coming out. But that is the past. That is the past, and you have freed yourself. And now it's about realizing that there is no lock on the gate. There's no lock on these prison walls anymore. You have freed yourself, and you can say some things. You need to say some things. So another message that is coming out, I have the other deck here, is to sing and music. So music is really important because music, whatever we're drawn to, music is a resonance, right? So when we're in certain moods, we look for different playlists. And oh my gosh, okay, I'm gonna have to come back to these three cards, but I have to finish my thought. So we find the music that is resonating with our mood and our current state. And no matter what it is, it's a good place to start because it's what is the reality. It's radical acceptance to where you are and resonating and letting that energy be, even if it's angry. I used to have this playlist that was just like empowerment, and it was my workout playlist, but it was also it got me in tune with my anger almost and my feisty side, so I could set boundaries, and that was really helpful. So music, and I'm also getting that someone that you used to sing with, it seems like a female presence and she has passed away. So this is a specific message for somebody, but she used to sing with you. Somebody that you were really close to used to sing with you, maybe in the car on road trips or driving to school or just for fun. She's coming through. I'm going to see what she wants to tell you. And pull the energy cards. What does she want to tell you? This is a loved one. Someone's passed away. Caring connections. She loves you. She loves you. She's been by your side. And she's happy when you sing and you express yourself. And I wonder if this person had a connection to you as a child. Okay, so that's a specific message for somebody that they might have had a relationship to you when you were a kid, and she loves it when she sees you now thriving in that energy and just expressing yourself and playing and having fun. Okay, so I got a bunch of other cards that came out. I got the Magician in the mirror. So this is the Magician card. I also got Justice, and I got the Magician card again. And I got the High Priest. So those are major arcana cards in the tarot. So, okay, I'm getting a lot of, okay, this is making sense. I'm just going to look at these cards for a minute. Okay, so what qualifies you to use your voice now is that you have harmonized and you have balanced out energies. And so you are coming from a coherent place now. You had to wade through so much trauma from other people hurting you and imprisoning you, abandoning you, being envious of you, and you've freed yourself. You've freed the layers of karma that created. And you are now in the place of being the high priest, of being the wise one, of being the one that teaches and that leads. But you're the high priestess. You're in a different type of energy. This is also like the contrast of, what's coming through to me is this isn't the old, what this represents, but it's a contrast coming through to me about how you embody like a healed feminine and masculine combined energy of being the teacher. And you're the high priest and the high priestess, because so much of our society the feminine has been ripped away and cast down. And so we could go into the history of that, but you have reclaimed the divine feminine, the sacred divine feminine, and you know what true divine masculine power and influence is. It's not what exists a lot in the world today. That's the shadow masculine. But you have become the magician, and you have transmuted the energies and the experiences that you've had to create that balance. And you have brought justice. There's a lot of karma. There's a lot of karma that gets filtered out and balanced through your energy. And I think you know that. I think that's why you're a little bit afraid to use your voice, because people could hate you more. You bring up energy in people. You bring up feelings for them. So who are you actually? You're not this one cast out anymore. Who are you? Who is your energy really? So this is the Divine Goddess cards. Okay. And you are Sophia. Divine wisdom. You are divine wisdom. So I don't know if you guys know who Sophia is, but a little history lesson. So in the Old Testament, wisdom was portrayed as a woman who was present with God. And then later in the Gnosticism religion or Gnosticism, she was the divine feminine. She was the great mother. And this is like feminist spirituality. And that's not a bad word. To be a feminist, it's not a bad word. I promise. Because the feminine honors, a true feminist in the light aspect honors the divine masculine and feminine in whatever it comes up in, whatever body, male, female, it doesn't matter. It's beyond gender, it's beyond sex. And so, but feminist spirituality is honoring the great mother. It's not casting her, subjugating the mother. It's the connection to the great mother, which is all things. She destroys and she creates. She brings death. She is death and rebirth. Very powerful. Not a weak woman archetype. That's how we're conditioned to think of feminine energy as weak. But no, it's powerful. And so she's an emanation of the divine, and she was often associated with Christ, Sophia and Christ energy. So this is who you are. You are the divine feminine. And that is actually who you are. And your little tiny voice, it's not tiny, it's actually a big voice. So you have a lot to say, but you're a little bit nervous coming out of your shell because of these past people that are envious of you. They're envious of you because of what you embody internally and externally with the sudden wealth. I got the Magician in the mirror again. And I got the third chakra, Archangel Michael. Oh no, Archangel Michael might mean something. This is Chamuel. So this is like the solar plexus is where we have courage and where it connects kind of our sacral chakra, which is who you are, like your essence, your creative energy, and your throat chakra, which is actually being that in the world. So the solar plexus and the heart are connected. They're like the bridge between like what's inside of you that wants to come forth and actually bringing it forth in your voice and in your actions and your behavior with the throat chakra. So, with this, in fact, I was actually practicing this today, is putting my hands on my stomach. And I often say when my nervous system gets activated to myself, safe now. And I put my hands on my stomach. And because that's in the past, that's one of my chakras that was kind of shut down. And so, it's common. We all have our tendency as in the human body, but Chamuel is here helping you open up your solar plexus so you can feel that power and not be afraid to you have haters, but you can handle it because you're the magician and you transmute everything that comes your way. You are a baddie. You are a baddie in every sense of the word. And you are divine wisdom. And it wants to come through you. So find little ways that you can start using your voice and start singing again. Pick the music that is resonating with your mood and what you feel right now, and start singing, and start there, because that's authentic. And is it always high vibrational? No, but it's at least authentic, and authenticity is a higher vibration because than anything fake, than anything that we're trying to force. And so start there, and then maybe change your playlist as you move on and you're ready to move through those emotions and those energies. But sing it out. And that's going to help open, it's going to, that power and that courage to actually bring forth that. And singing is going to help you open your throat chakra, and you will be able to shine the way that you're meant to shine and use your voice. So thank you for letting me tune into your energy. It's such a delight. It's so much fun for me. And until next time, I hope, please leave a comment and like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. So until then, stay wild, stay sovereign, and stay untamed.